Welcome all to the SnailTrail4x4 podcast. If you like going off-roading in Toyotas, wrenching on Toyotas, camping in Toyotas, and maybe even poking a little bit of fun at Toyotas, and of course, hearing about how fantastic outdoor adventures are with your significant others, only in Toyotas though, because none of them drive in Jeeps or ride in Jeeps. Then this may be the podcast for you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tyler. Joining me for this lovely episode, was it 550, James?
Yes, it is.
550 episodes.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't talk yet.
Oh.
Yeah, you haven't been introduced.
Yeah.
Be quiet over there.
I'm not here.
Oh, man. We have the significant others back on the show.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
So we have...
That was fireworks noises.
Oh, I thought you were just
You don't
going...
have a
You don't
button
have
for
a
that?
fireworks noise
Yeah.
button?
No, sorry. Well, get it for 650.
There we go.
Got some claps.
Yay.
Got that one.
So we have the assistant. Assistant, welcome back to the show.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. That's what a gay horse says.
Thank you for saying
I
that.
saw your face go to it. And we have the secretary. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm. We're excited to have you guys back on. Ladies back on. Last time you were on was when? Was that 400 or 450?
450.
450.
Mm-hmm.
What did we talk about then? I'm sure it had to do something with peeing.
No,
I
it
think
was
it was-
before. It was pre-baby.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I
it
was
was
probably sick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and like people called in with their advice or whatever.
Stuff to do with the baby while
yeah,
camping.
yeah,
or,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun
That was
episode.
fun.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do remember that now.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
And we're
I
now
must have been feeling better that day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you were. You weren't.
So what was 350?
I don't know.
Or 250?
Peeing in the
peeing in the woods.
Probably that one, sure. Yeah.
150, probably peeing in the
Yeah.
woods.
And 50?
Peeing.
Yeah,
in the
okay.
woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a quick summary of all the times you
Yeah,
guys have
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much been on.
Yay.
There has been random spurts of time that you
Peeing in the
spurts
woods.
of
of you
peeing.
guys coming on and talking about more about peeing in the woods and random events. But yeah, welcome
Fun.
back. Glad to
Mhm.
have you.
Yeah.
We've got a nice bottle of wine in front of us from
Mhm.
Lock Vineyards,
Mm-hmm.
which you guys heard all about Tyler's trip out there on last episode. I
I
think it
think
was
last Thursday. Yeah.
It's a Zin.
It is a Zin.
There
It's
you go.
very tasty.
Mm-hmm. It's a little jammy.
Yeah, it's quite tasty. I like it.
Yeah. And then we'll probably end up killing this bottle and getting into a second one here, but we'll get to that when we get there, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, perfect.
Mauer Vedri.
Verdra.
Mauer Vedri.
Yeah. The way you said it.
Yeah. And who's it from?
Skinner?
Oh.
Skinner.
Skinner.
Mhm.
You said that right. Yeah, you
that
guys
was easy to do.
You
That
guys
was good.
joined us there one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
I remember that was after a day where I think you and I were working late in the shop. And so I went home and tried to scrub all the grease and everything off, and I couldn't. So I wore a long sleeve shirt. And we got there, and there was a comment about, "Oh man, you guys clean up well." And I was like, "Yeah, but you haven't seen underneath my sleeves."
That's funny. I was a bit dirty today, but I cleaned up pretty good.
Nice.
I wore some gloves, and yeah, I don't think I missed. I don't know.
Yeah,
Didn't
you
miss a
look good.
spot. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I just have baby drool and applesauce on me. Or that's what all that is.
I got some re-drool on me as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, what are we going to do today?
I think the plan is to chat. And by the way, this is not mine and Jimmy's plan.
No. The ladies came
the
up with
la-
this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, they got together and decided to take over the podcast for episode 550. So
This
what
is
did you?
This
What did
was
you?
the
Isn't that why
secretary's
we're
idea.
here?
Oh,
To take over the
Here.
podcast?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're here on the 50s.
So what's the plan? What did you two schemers come up with?
Okay, we're going to do outdoor adventure trip, off-roading, camping, all-inclusive, outdoor sports, whatever.
Okay.
That you'd like to do in the next 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
That you'd like to do in the next 2 to 5 years.
All right.
And then that you'd like to do in the next 10 years.
Ooh, the next decade.
Okay.
All right.
If I'm still alive.
Yeah.
The assistant hasn't taken me out yet.
I don't know. What's your life insurance policy at?
It's pretty good.
It
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, perfect.
That's why. Looking at her over here.
Okay, well, cool. So we got some outdoor adventures for everybody, and this is like a bucket list trip stuff that we're looking forward to doing, or is it like
Ish. I mean, I think the last one more, but the first two are very attainable.
Yeah.
true?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got families, so like
Mhm.
what do we want to do with them
Mm-hmm.
or without them? It's also
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I like it.
So, man, who's starting? Is this like 4 different trips then, or four different
If you
series
count,
of trips?
it's 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
3
but
and
4
3.
people
Yeah,
though.
12 different
So
trips.
12 different
no,
trips
No
then.
one wants to hear from you guys.
Oh, okay. They hear from us all the
This
time.
is our
right?
episode. Yeah, you guys are just here for comedic relief. And
Jim and I are gonna drink.
Yeah.
We're gonna-
you can comment
We'll go
on
in the
that.
other room. Wait, so
You
we
guys are
don't get to
welcome.
make comments on what trips we
No,
want to go
you
on?
can comment.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see where it leads. We'll see where it goes.
Okay. I'm in for the ride.
We do have a child that we have to get home at some point. So,
Yes.
Yeah, true.
yeah.
One of us has a child's bedtime, so
Yeah.
This one over here.
it's me.
This one to my left.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you looking at me?
I'm getting a
Okay.
wine glass. I don't
Okay.
spill all
Well,
over the
they
equipment.
This was Secretary's idea, so I think she can
Yeah.
go first.
All right.
I came prepared with notes.
I
Perfect.
did not. Okay. But I
That's why I'm
have
going first.
stuff in mind. Yeah, you go.
Okay. Trip I'd like to do in the next 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
Take notes.
Ready.
This is
I don't need to take notes. They're already written down.
a little
steal
bit.
that
This
with
is
the
a
baby chewing
bougie trip. Can you?
Bougie. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Did we not just have the discussion how this was the ladies taking over podcast?
I was just commenting about how I was going to let Reed eat your paper notes again. Okay.
Sounds like a work problem to me.
That's
You need to stop letting Reed eat my papers.
All right.
That's
so
why he pooped 3 times the other day.
good fiber. I mean, come on. That's it.
Okay, you
All right,
done?
bougie.
He's got the dad jokes
Okay.
already coming.
In the
Bougie
next
trip.
1 to 2 years,
Okay.
because we have a baby, and also because I want to do this trip in the snow, and we all know that like snow camping is
It's for everybody.
Or
not
for
for me.
babies.
Snow
That
camping is for
sounds-
or for
everybody.
babies. Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds fine.
yeah.
Anyways, Yosemite in the winter.
Yosemite. Okay. We've been wanting to do that for a while.
Yeah, and I want to stay in a hotel, probably
Mm-hmm.
like a nicer one.
You don't want to take the snow tracks and go tent camping?
With
No.
a baby.
No.
Yeah.
I want to stay
Sounds terrible.
in a nice
Yeah.
hotel, but I do want to go out and see some sights.
Okay.
Maybe do a little snowshoeing if you can handle the baby on your
Snow-
back, because
snow
my
tracking?
back really hurts from carrying that baby around. Yeah, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Little cross country skiing. I don't know. Can you do that
Ugh.
with a baby?
I mean, yeah, but
Anyways.
I can't personally.
but
Yeah, I hope you
mostly-
can.
I gotta learn how to cross-country ski first.
right.
Mostly enjoying the sights
In the winter.
in the winter from
Okay.
the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty
So
Very-
pretty much
very
how
simple.
I do summer wheeling.
sure.
I enjoy the
Yeah,
sights from
actually,
the car. Yeah.
With your windows up and your AC on,
Exactly.
pretending to be winter on the inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never been to Yosemite.
What?
Oh,
Never,
I didn't
ever
know
have
that.
you
Never
ever?
been to Yosemite.
We
All right,
got
everybody take a
married
drink.
there.
you did.
Yeah.
I may have been there once or twice or
I've only
a
been
dozen
other year.
or more. Yeah.
I've only been, I think, like 4 times in my life. Maybe 3.
Well, we don't have
So I
Yosemite
haven't
in
been to
Boston,
ton.
No.
Yeah.
so that's
Mm.
why.
No, it's in California.
That is-
Well, I usually blame like my
East Coast.
California, things on my East Coastness. Although I need to come to terms that I've lived here longer now, and I have to stop doing that. But yeah, I've never been to Yosemite. I'd really like to go, but I kind of have these dreams of a winter trip.
I think it'd be really neat in the winter. I've been there when it's been snowing, but not like in the dead of winter. And it's just a different view. You know, it's like you can see the photos and everything, but it doesn't mean anything until, you guys have an Ansel Adams right here on beside you. But that's a gorgeous photo and a very famous one of his half dome photos.
yeah.
But that's nothing until you see it in
Yeah, when
person.
you're
Yeah,
actually
When you're
can
standing
imagine.
there, you go, wow, that's half of a dome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, do you remember our photographer, our wedding photographer that
I
showed up
could've-
2
I
hours
could
late
have
for our
pushed
wedding?
her off
She
of
was
half of a
great.
dome.
Yikes.
We're like, make sure to get half dome in the background. She's like, what's that?
What's that?
It's the giant
Jimmy's
half
like,
dome.
which way are you shooting us? I'm trying to get the people out of it. Can you get Half Dome in the background? What's that?
Oh no.
The big half a dome
That's back here.
that's
Yeah.
behind you. Yeah.
And then afterward, when she walked over and was like, has anyone seen my camera bag?
We're like,
It's
did
got
those
thrown off
have,
half dome.
do those have our
Yeah.
wedding
Is our wedding
on it?
photos in that? Are they in that bag, perhaps?
My younger brother walks over and finds it for her. He's like, isn't it where you left it? Like by this tree?
So
Yeah.
it wasn't because she was carrying the camera around and she misplaced her bag. She put her camera back in the bag and then misplaced everything.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
remember.
know.
Wow.
She was
She
not
was
the best.
special
Yeah.
in a few different terms.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Yosemite in winter would be a lot of
Yeah.
fun. There's a fantastic hotel in the valley,
Mhm.
right? But it's expensive. And then there's some really nice hotels on the one in the southern. There's probably one or two right at the southern entrance and one or two right at the northern entrance.
Yeah, I want a room with a view.
So probably the
Well,
one in the valley.
Then you have
Yeah.
the one in the valley.
Yeah.
Jot that down.
Yeah. Well, I've never gone into any of the rooms inside of the one in the valley,
Lodges.
Mhm.
but there's trees all around it. So I'm not sure
Mm.
how great of a view there is from within, but
Yeah.
Although I will say, if I can't have a room with a view, I would settle
helicopter ride.
for the room of the famous murderers. That your
Oh.
family was there.
Your family got murdered there?
No.
Tyler's family was staying at the hotel when there was
I was at
Couple
the
of
Yosemite
famous-
Hotel when the Yosemite Hotel murders happened. Apparently, I was young enough that I don't remember any of that. I don't even remember these murders happening. Was it when the murders happened or while the person was working there?
you guys were there the date that the murders happened in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the whole kind of thing lasted for, I don't know how, a week or two until they caught the guy.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. This
I
dude.
haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, tell the
I
story.
didn't even know.
Oh, I wish
You're-
I had rushed up on it. I didn't.
It's our murder
Now it's
expert
turned
over
into
here.
a murder podcast.
I know, right?
It was like a woman and her daughter's friend, I think, and they were staying in the hotel, and a hotel worker murdered the woman and her daughter and took the other girl, I think, or might have been the daughter, but took one of the, and I think they were like teenagers or preteen. Anyways, took her and kept her alive for a little bit, but then murdered her also.
Wow.
But yeah, it was a hotel worker that did it. And then the hotel worker had a brother who was kidnapped as a child, like a long-term kidnapping, like
Weird.
one of those kids that like ended up on a milk carton and then was found many, many years later.
Hmm.
So yeah, really weird story. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to, sorry, continue.
Tyler's family was staying at the hotel when those murders occurred.
Wow.
Yeah, they were there. I believe I was there with them. It was my aunt and uncle, me and my cousin, and we were taking a trip through Yosemite. I remember that trip through Yosemite, and then we went down to Mono Lake as well. And I
Mono
guess
or mono?
Mono.
Mono.
Oh, I always
Mono.
call it mono too.
Thank you. See?
No, it's mono. Like
How many of us here are teacher? Okay.
Hey, don't quote me on if that's
The
right.
one from not from California knows how to pronounce it.
hey,
It's not named after mononucleosis.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I actually don't know what is it named after. Do you know, Jimmy?
Mr. Mono.
See?
Mono.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
is.
it was mono.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Now I'm all fucked up. You guys messed me up.
So anyways, we were on this
Mono Lake, Mono Lake. I don't
it's
know.
Mono.
Yeah, we were on this
Mono.
week-long car trip to visit these two places and do a couple of things in between. And apparently, during our weekend stay at the Yosemite Hotel, is when these murders happened.
Crazy.
The one murder and then the kidnap happened there that weekend. So,
And secretary, you want to stay in that room?
yeah, she does.
Well,
the murder
second-
room or the
I would
room that Tyler's
I would first prefer a room with a view.
Okay.
But if I can't have that, then I would stay in the murder room.
Okay.
That thing's got to be haunted.
Have you seen the movie 14? I think it's 1408.
No.
It's about this dude who stays in a murder room at a hotel. And it's completely like a haunted room. And he ends up going crazy by the end of the movie.
Is that the
But
only horror movie you've ever
pretty
watched?
much. Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah. I watched that one. I was like, no more horror movies.
We've
sometime.
talked about this before, but we need to get together and watch some scary movies.
I like scary movies.
Yeah, me too. And we're both married to people that are
Jimmy and I are going to
big
watch
old
Disney movies.
wusses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or do Princess and the Frog or something.
Yeah.
We've stayed in a haunted hotel.
We did.
Yeah.
It's
But we
called-
didn't
Where at?
stay in the haunted room.
Well,
Oh.
yeah. That one's hard to get. It was called the Victorian in San Francisco.
Okay.
Mm.
It's near Japantown. And every
It was a boarding school?
it was a boarding school, like a finishing school for young ladies. And every room is decorated different. And like the headmistress or whatever apparently haunts the halls and will make a bed or something.
Yeah. And in that room,
Spooky.
whatever
Yeah,
her
yeah.
room was, her office room,
When is this episode coming out?
Monday.
Ooh, just in
Perfect
time
before
for
Halloween.
spooky
Yeah.
season.
Great.
Yeah.
Now it's turned
But,
into
yeah.
a podcast about haunted hotels.
So,
Yeah.
so supposedly.
Yeah, I messed up. I should have picked a spooky thing.
Yeah. Supposedly the headmistress in whatever her office was that got changed into a room will make the bed and fold people's laundry.
Nice.
I know. I'm like, how do
Yeah,
I
yeah.
live at home?
Yeah, she can come to my place.
Come on over, ghost.
That hotel was cool though. At
It
4
was.
p.m. there was sherry and cookies in the
the
like
lobby.
the drawing room or whatever. And Jimmy's like, "What's sherry?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but we're gonna go drink some." Like, I don't think
I
I've
knew
ever
what
had
sherry
sherry.
We're gonna go
was.
say hi to
Well, we
her.
didn't know what it was though. We had to Google it
Yeah.
and
I
figure
was
out
like,
like
it's a
what it
wine.
was. Yeah,
It's a
It's like it's
liqueur,
some sort
isn't
yeah,
it?
it's
it's kind of like port. It's like fortified. It has
Okay.
like brandy, but it's
I
different
guess I
from
don't really
port
know what it
somehow.
is
I don't
either.
know. We had to Google it.
yeah. I
So
don't
we
know.
had sherry and cookies.
It's like a wine.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I
Okay.
think that's a fantastic
I
one.
agree.
Definitely achievable in the next few years.
Thank you.
And I want to join.
Yeah. And if you stay in the park, that's kind of nice too, because it takes a long time, like when you're outside
Yeah.
of the park to get to places into the park. So that would be a big benefit.
Especially if they don't have the snow plows running or
Yeah.
they can keep up with stuff. too.
Yeah.
Tracks or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that place is beautiful any time of year.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I
been
want to
in-
go for Fire Falls.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
that'd be
fun.
cool.
That'd be really neat. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's definitely one we've been talking about for a while. So
All right. Well,
I like it.
Make it happen.
mine
Okay.
is kind of similar. I have teardrop trailer dreams, as
Ooh.
I've talked about before. And I want to make that happen. I want to
Mhm.
get a little,
A cricket.
maybe a tiger moth or something that the rooftop tent can go on and mini assistant can be up in there. And Jimmy and I can be down below. And I just want camping to be like easier.
Mm.
I just want there to be like a kitchen that's like already like stocked and like easy and not a whole thing. But anyways,
You
and then
don't
we
need
would
a
have more
kitchen to make
space.
peanut butter and honey, though.
I know. That is
And
true.
chips, peanut butter and honey. That's
Yeah.
all you need, apparently.
Apparently. Yeah. Um
I put maple syrup in my coffee the other day.
Mhm.
Nice.
versatile.
straight up elf style.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
Jimmy
put quote
sticks to the
unquote
4
maple
major
syrup
fingers.
in my coffee the other day too.
different type of maple syrup.
I keep telling him for Christmas I want a flask that says maple syrup on it.
There you go.
One day you'll get
But
lucky.
anyways, so kind of a similar vein. I want a little trailer situation and I want to go to Lassen.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that seems very achievable.
Yeah.
I want a high class, and we've talked about this.
Yeah.
I want to actually
I don't know
summit
if I
the
want to
mountain.
summit that because I want to take this one and mini assistant isn't fond of long walks and she
No.
complains a lot.
Nor probably elevation.
Yeah, and I'd
hiking
probably
up a
like
mountain.
push
Yeah.
her off of it at some point. No joke. Jimmy knows this is true.
Just bring a Zorb with you and inflate it, burn it, and down the mountain you go.
Bring her a
Yeah.
disc, and she can slide down the mountain.
Yeah. So for, me staying out of jail and for her safety, I should probably not try to summit it altogether. I just want to go to Lassen. I've only been one time. I was a teenager. We weren't there very long, but there's all this cool, like geologic stuff and hot thermals, stinky
Mud
pools.
pools, bubbly mud pits.
Yeah, stinky fart pools,
sulfur pools.
Yeah.
it's
Geothermic.
I've heard
Stuff.
you guys have a stinky sulfur pool in your backyard right now.
Good Lord. We were late tonight because I keep saying like every single water related thing that can break has broken. And then the septic tank went and it was like, oh, we forgot about that one. And then I went to go water the plants before coming out here
Mhm.
and our other well wouldn't turn on. And I'm like, Of course.
Never ending.
Of course.
Jeez.
Anybody
Gotta
Wow.
call the well guy tomorrow.
Yeah, the well guy's going to come
Wow.
out and fix the other well.
Wow.
Because, yeah. So anyways,
Can I make a suggestion for your trip?
yes.
One day in lava beds.
Okay.
Is that a place?
Yeah.
Around Lassen or?
Yeah. I want to say it's about, I want to say it's about an hour away, but,
Is it one where you get to jump in the mud? Bathe in it?
No, it's
There's lava tubes.
Lava tubes, yeah. Where you can hike through them.
Yes, it's all caves.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Okay.
cool.
It's a little bit north. I want to say maybe an hour and a half.
Subway cave lava tubes.
And I think mini assistant would be down
It says
for
3
that.
hours, so that's a big difference.
Oh.
But still, lava beds is super cool. It's a whole bunch of caves, like a dozen different caves that you can walk through. I had so much fun there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to Lassen since I was probably young teen.
Yeah.
So it's been a really long time for me too.
I don't think I've ever been to Lassen.
I did the cinder cone.
Yeah. What's
when-
that?
It's like, where the top blows off, so it makes a big dip.
Like a Crater Lake thing?
Yeah, but it's not. It
It's
doesn't
a
have a lake.
nearby. It's a nearby peak, right? It's not part of Lassen, is it?
No, I'm pretty sure it's part of Lassen.
It's probably in Lassen State Park.
Yeah, it's on the other side,
Okay,
like the non-popular side.
gotcha.
Away from Reading.
Yeah, so it's in the park, but it's not part
yeah,
of the Lassen Peak.
I did.
itself.
Well,
Right,
there's like
yeah.
two
Okay.
parts of Lassen, I think. Like you can go in from the east or the west, and they're not connected. Like
Oh,
to go
interesting.
from east to west, you have to go outside the park.
And drive
Go
all the way
the other
around.
side.
Right. Yeah. And so I've
Is there
done
like a mountain in between them or something?
probably. I've done both. I've done both sides in the last 5 or 8 years.
Oh,
Huh.
cool.
But
Okay.
the last side I did was the cinder cone on the east side, and I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it with a friend, and it was like one of the hardest hikes I've ever done.
Yeah. Well, that sounds hard. We will not take the mini on that one. But the other stuff sounds cool, and I have faint, cool memories of it. And it's not very far away. I think it'd be a very doable trip for us to do, even if we don't have our tiny trailer. But damn it, I want a tiny trailer. I want to go to Lassen for a few days and have fun and explore some stuff.
Sounds
So
good.
that's my next summer trip.
Okay. I'm down.
You ever
Sounds
thought
fun to
about
me.
putting a lance on Clifford? Or a cab over
yes
or
and
something?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, I've thought about a cab over, but I'd probably do like 4-wheel campers kind of
The
style,
lighter ones,
a
yeah.
lighter version,
pop-up
pop-up
one, yeah.
style. That just because to save weight
Yeah.
mainly, or something like that. I really want an Alaskan camper.
I don't know if
That's
that
what
is.
Ron Tuttle has on the back of his Unimog.
Oh, okay.
But they make a cab, like one that has an extension over the cab
Okay.
version.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where like the cab over camper, it has the bed on everything up there. And then,
Mhm.
so it's a hard shell that raises and lowers. So it's more aerodynamic,
Okay.
right? And then when you want to go in it, you raise the camper up and it's
Mhm.
high. But yeah, I think those are really cool, but they weigh so much. So
I want a tiny trailer so we can just leave it behind the
Yeah.
campsite.
Set up camp and then go play with a
Yeah.
vehicle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of what I want.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
Good.
my immediate one.
That'd be fun.
It's my turn now.
Nope.
Do you want to do that trip in a
Do I get a
summer or
time?
winter?
I guess.
You
I
guys
guess
can
get
do
a
your
time.
own podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I have things planned.
Oh.
I'll go real quick. I'll do it super fast. I would like in the next year, maybe 2, I would like to do Doozy Ersham Trail, which is a
Yeah.
30 plus mile off-road trail outside of Fresno in the high elevation of the Sierras.
If it stays open.
Yeah.
There's a national monument that got proposed in 2022, apparently, that's looking to close all of Sierra National Forest.
What?
Yeah, or at least it's
Oh,
going to
geez.
encompass all of Sierra National Forest as part of the national monument.
As
So,
we are
anyways.
heading towards election, let's not talk politics.
I wasn't. I was just saying that.
Mhm. Can you
if
tell-
want to
can
do
you just
Doozy,
tell-
you need to do it quick.
Tell us like 1 or 2 more sentences about this trail and why it's
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah. Why should we go on?
It's a trail
Doozy?
that I haven't done yet. That's why I would like
Is it
to
a
attempt
solo
it.
trip or a family trip?
But I mean, it could definitely be a family trip. There's lakes all along it.
Mhm.
So you can kind of choose how long you want to wheel and stop at a lake that's nearby. It's not particularly difficult. There are from what I've told, there are some harder spots on the trail, but it's not fast because it is just bumpy the entire way. No, I mean, nobody likes that for the most part, but it's supposed to be just really, for me, it's a trail that I haven't done. So it's something,
and it's high elevation too. It's 10,000 feet.
There's times when you're around 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not really selling it.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was supposed to be a family thing.
Like,
no, I mean, it doesn't
as
have
much
to
as
be.
a trip that you want to take.
okay.
It has to be doable in the next 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
That could be doable.
All right, I have a quick one.
Family or not.
I would like to get all of us and family possibly as well to go back to the undisclosed location.
Yes.
Aw, that's
that would be
cute.
cool.
Yeah, because
We tried.
we've tried multiple times to go back there now, and things keep popping up and getting in the way of the trip, and so we haven't been able to get back since the fire. And see, I've heard that it's open for people to go down and camp, which means that the fire didn't completely destroy it, but I still want to get down there and see what it's like. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Mini assistant had a good time when we were there before.
Can we take a trailer down there?
I mean, if you had a tiny short trailer, I think we could make it.
It'd be
Maybe-
dicey.
maybe
Those
not behind
little-
Bobcat.
You could
those little
just
switch
push it.
shocks.
Like,
Just push it down the
Push
hill.
it down.
Yeah. Straight down.
it's not very far.
I'm not
Yeah.
Steep.
I'm not object to tent camping and doing the old ways, but in general, I would like a tiny trailer just to make it more easy to let's go.
Well, and
It's already set up.
for the undisclosed location, it's not like we're driving anywhere after that,
No.
right? It's
No.
like we drive there, we're parked, we're not
we're
driving.
not going anywhere.
All right. Guy's side are done.
Yep.
Okay.
Got ours done in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, we can be
Mhm.
fast.
Amazing.
I'm sure you want to brag about that. It only took me 3 minutes.
Well, that's both of us. So.
Yeah. I'm satisfied.
We got what we wanted out of it.
Oh dear.
Okay.
All right, next trip.
Next trip.
Yeah.
Secretary.
Me first again.
Medium time frame.
Okay.
What are we at? 2 to 5 years?
In the next 2 to 5 years,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to do a trip down Highway 395, off-roading included, to go to
Ooh.
Reward Mine
Okay.
and Death Valley.
Mm.
Doing
Red Rock Canyon too. But we'd be down the area.
is not part of my
Okay.
list.
What's Reward Mine? Never heard of it. What's special about it?
You
Whenever you show up, you get a
Need-
reward.
need
Nice.
a 4x4 vehicle to get there.
Okay. We got one of those.
So
2
congrats.
of those. Uh-huh.
And you can drive your vehicle in the mine.
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think it's about a mile and a half that you can drive in.
Is there a spot to turn around? Do you have to back out?
Yes, I think there's
Or
two
is it a through?
I believe there's 2 turnarounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to turn around and come back out.
What are the height limitations on this?
We have to look that up because it might be a Bronco trip.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay. I've always wanted to. I don't know. I'm not a fan of driving down 395. I think that's
why? Have you been down 395?
Yeah.
Where the hell
I
is
have.
It's amazing.
395
it's high desert.
is Highway 5 on the Eastern Sierras.
yeah.
Okay.
It's high desert. It's all
It's
high desert
From
stuff.
Tahoe to Lone Pine, it's an amazing freeway to go down.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool freeway to go down because there's not much traffic, but there's not a whole lot to see.
It's like Highway 5.
There's so much to see.
No,
there's
there's
so
not.
much to see
Oh,
High
I've
desert's
been-
so boring.
because you haven't done it with me. There's
I have
so
done
much
it with you.
I've
You
been
have
on
not.
395.
We
up-
went to Alpine County. We drove like
No, we went down to Mammoth.
32nd.
We went to Mammoth.
Yeah, in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. because we had to rescue your Forerunner. So we missed all the cool stuff.
Okay.
There's so much to see. You're going to get so many emails telling you how silly you are for not agreeing that 395 is a wonderful highway to drive down.
It's a boring highway.
I've been on 395, not in California though.
Oh.
Trying to avoid Oregon cops.
Oh.
We drove down 395
Vicious.
to avoid I-5.
Highway 395 is a beautiful highway
Okay.
until you get to Lone Pine. Then it just gets kind of boring.
Okay. Well, I've always wanted to do Bodie.
that
I've always
could be
wanted
part
to
of that trip.
go see Bodie, and I know there's some
Bodie,
off-roading trails around
June
Bodie as well.
Lake.
Yeah.
There's off-roading trails.
Okay.
What about the Mojave Road?
I don't know about that.
Mojave.
It's down in
The
that
Mojave.
general area.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right, but I haven't looked into that. Yeah, I want to do Reward Mine. It's like, a kind of a quick trip, and then end and do Death Valley within that trip.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think Death Valley would be a lot of fun.
I've
It's a
never been
winter
there
trip
either.
too,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
Well,
don't
it's
go in the
100,
summer.
130
Well,
degrees.
well,
20
some
fall,
odd degrees.
fall
Yeah.
because we can't go down 395 in the winter. That would be a nightmare.
No, it's
We'll be
cleared.
fine.
It's cleared. I've
Cool.
driven down it in the winter.
We have a good friend that patrols 395. We can just call them if anything happens.
Well, whatever. Apparently, I'm not going with you because you think it's boring. So
I've done it from Tahoe to Vegas.
I'll take somebody else and drive my Bronco through the mine without you.
I'll go.
There you go.
Thanks.
Jimmy and I will go do Doozy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys can go do
There we go.
395.
Perfect. Problem solved. No, that sounds nice.
Thank you.
Death glare. Jeez.
None of mine are like wheeling related.
Yeah, at least I,
I
picked
wanted
something that's
to.
wheeling
Yeah, I know.
related.
I was like,
I didn't.
I tried.
You're
Well, of course you're going to
you're
pick something
glaring at
wheeling
me.
related. I'm disappointed.
all week long, I was like, I need to think of like more things. I need to think of more things. And like, crap, it's the day. And then I had a day at work and I was not able to think of more things. But I had this rolling around in my head. I've never been to Yellowstone
Oh, I love
in-
Yellowstone.
with tiny trailer.
Mhm.
We have goals of doing like a big summer road trip. We've done a couple in the past, but do one like to like Yellowstone and back.
It's a long trip.
I know.
It's a really cool trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like, yeah. So
We've
you
got
know,
some friends along the way.
Mhm.
So
a
we're
few
good.
years,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I've never been to Yellowstone. I've always wanted to go to Yellowstone.
Almost died on.
I know. You almost died at like a lot of
Did you
places.
Yeah.
fall
it's-
in the thermal water.
No, I was getting swept away by a river.
Yikes.
It's funny. We'll be with Jimmy's family and there'll be stories of all these times when Jimmy like almost died. as a
Jimmy's
child.
Superman.
It was legitimate. Like I was holding onto a rock in the river, and
Yeah, and
people
made a human chain.
made a
I
human
heard.
chain from the shore to come out and get me. And my mom is like in the hot air. Like there was geyser water flowing out of a geyser flowing into the river. Right. And so it's like the hottest water that you could ever survive or barely survive, maybe flowing into this cold river. And then then it mixed, right? So you
Mhm.
can kind of choose how warm you wanted to be. And I was like,
Okay.
it's too warm. So I went colder. And then eventually I went,
Just
Down
into
the-
the
down
rapids.
the river.
Into the rapids.
and I was like, Mom, help. And she's standing under the geyser water,
Oh my God.
like water
Yeah,
falling
just
on
relaxing.
her.
And she was watching Tony.
And
That's
she was
always
watching my brother swim.
That's
in the
always
thing.
what she says. She says, well, I
And
have
the
to
like
take care of
the
Tony.
boiling water is falling on my mom, and she's like, "This is so great.
Well,
This
she's
is
a
so
female.
fantastic." She's
Uh-huh.
That's what they
and
do.
a redhead.
And oh
Sounds
yeah, there you go. That's the difference. Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
a double whammy.
Yeah.
And to her
Right?
credit, you were always off trying to do something that would kill you, and that's got to be stressful. So I'd probably
Well,
be standing
Hasn't
underneath
done it yet.
a
Yeah.
hot geyser.
Well, that's why he said he may not be alive in 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But so yours, in a way, goes right along with what mine was going to
Okay.
be. So mine was a big road trip, but I wanted to do it more to the south. I wanted to go down to the Grand Canyon, Zion, Bryce,
mhm.
Four Corners, that
Mhm.
general area. There is
Yeah.
a really fun road trip to be had that takes you literally like almost completely around the Grand Canyon. And there's so many fun
Yeah.
national and state parks on that trip, which is really cool.
And I've never been to the Grand Canyon
Oh my
or
gosh.
any of those places. So yes, I would also
Well, you're going to drop me
like
off
to do that.
and you're going to start
At
driving
Doozy.
around.
Oh.
And I'm going to hike down and across and back up, and you'll pick me up on the other side.
Oh, sure.
You'll have to make sure you pick him up like 5 miles downstream, though.
Yeah,
for when he's
I couldn't cross the
crossing.
river where I wanted. It swept me away.
yeah. Well, at least then he'd gone through. I was going to say we'd need to hose you off before letting you in the car.
Probably,
after all
yeah.
that too.
I would have Lorenzo with me probably, but
Yeah.
help carry everything up the hill. But that was mine, so I wanted
Yeah.
to do a southern road trip.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Not
We got
in the south, but the
the
southern
same,
states.
Same vibes.
All right.
want to see more of this beautiful country.
Yes, I
Well,
think so.
I'm glad you guys are on the same page.
Well, I mean, we want to go to different places, but I'd be down to
On
go to
the
those
way, we
places.
stop at Doozy though.
Maybe you'd have to show me some pictures and sell me on it a little more.
You can find your way over
Doozy
the
is a 4 to
Sierras
5
kind
day
of by
trip itself.
Doozy. So yeah.
All right, real quick, Tyler.
Mine was actually my shortish, medium term trip was actually Yellowstone as well. Yellowstone holds a special place to my family. That's where my grandparents met. And so I got to go back with my grandfather on a trip to Yellowstone. And that's when I had to go rescue him down in the canyon on the Yellowstone River. We went down there to go fly fishing down there and he fell and hurt his knee. So I had to, I think I was 11 or 12, run out of the canyon in a storm. And I remember I didn't realize how cold I was until I jumped in the river and the river was warm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Yellowstone, there's a lot of family history at Yellowstone. So that was going to be my 2 to 5 year trip.
Hey, secretary, have you ever been to Yellowstone?
I have not. I would go. I would do that trip.
It's a really cool, Yellowstone's a really cool spot.
Just feels like one of those iconic American places that you should go to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plus, we can try and meet up with Tooth and Claw dude.
Oh, does he work in Yellowstone? Yeah,
That's where he works at. Yeah.
That dude's cool.
Yeah.
Can you guys have him on the podcast?
That'd be fun to get him on the podcast. We could talk about bears in Rubicon Springs.
Yeah,
So.
that'd be fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like his podcasts.
It probably is.
There's a lot of people that have larger podcasts than we do.
Well, I've never heard of that podcast, but I've heard of SnailTrail4x4. So,
Yeah, you have.
His Tooth and Claw is a fun podcast. It's cool.
It is. It's pretty neat. All right. Long-term trips. What are we looking at for a long-term, I don't know, how far are we down the road? 5 to 10 years?
I don't know,
10.
like a bucket list.
Bucket list kind of thing?
Yeah. Okay. I've been talking about this, but Tyler keeps misinterpreting it. So I'm going to set the record straight.
Okay. I almost said this as my medium trip, but I knew it was going to come up. So I held off.
Yeah. Tyler's just completely misses a key point of the trip and assumes that I'm talking about the Alaskan Highway. And that is not.
We're doing the Alaskan Highway, guys.
That's not what I want to do.
Oh,
Okay.
what is it?
This is something I was looking up when I was pregnant and bored out of my mind and barfing every other day. It's called the Dempster Highway. You go up.
Got to take a Jeep Cherokee.
There's Jeep Cherokees littered along the whole time.
Yeah. You're driving across them.
No, this is pretty neat. This is pretty neat. Okay, you drive up. So this would be a 3-week trip minimum.
Yeah.
And we would do it in the truck over camper. Okay.
Tiny Tim.
Yes.
Over camper.
Drive up through Portland and Seattle. We'll stop and have lunch with my weird aunt and
To
continue.
go to, what is that, Voodoo Donuts?
Sure.
Yes.
And then you go up through Canada, through the Yukon, and Dempster Highway is a 460-mile hard-packed gravel road in which there are no services. It is highly recommended to bring spare tires.
Multiple.
And it is like the ultimate glue tread trip. Do we ever talk about glue tread?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that I'm endorsing glue
We
tread.
can tell
but
Andy that we're going and he'll
totally
come
think
along with
Andy
us.
should come with us. Yeah,
Case of
it's a gravel road. They
case of
say
glue tread.
to expect to get a new windshield when you come out of it. And you go all the way to the Arctic Ocean.
Through
Huh.
Canada or Alaska?
Through Canada.
Canada.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the
The
way up through
Yukon.
the Yukon.
Because you said up through Portland and then up into Washington, but I didn't know where you went from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you veer east through the Yukon, goes through 2 mountain ranges and crosses the Continental Divide 3 times. And it
Wow.
includes a ferry ride, which is
I've always wanted to ride a ferry.
yeah. I think I think it would just be a really cool thing. Jimmy, I know you've been to Antarctica, but
Yeah.
not everybody has.
I haven't been to the
Arctic.
Arctic though.
So yeah,
Ooh.
I think it would be cool to touch the Arctic Ocean, but it's a trip that a baby would have to be a little bit older to stand sitting in the car that long. And
Long car rides.
I'm thinking after Doggo's time. So
Mm. Yeah.
Well, hopefully by that time I won't have any pets and then it'll be super easy.
But yeah, I mean, it's the ultimate Morphlate trip. Really test those tires.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that a hint on something? Is Morphlate coming out with tires?
No, not that I know of.
Oh.
Just test out the Morphlate products.
And the glue
And
tread.
some glue tread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Take no spares and only glue
Oh my
treads.
god.
Yeah, so
And the more tread patch kit.
Yes. Yes. So
Tire.
anyways, I've set the
Yeah.
record straight.
It's up
I
X-Chain
haven't
Highway.
looked anything
Yes.
up about the Alaskan Highway. I'm sure that's cool too. This is what I'm talking about, through Canada to touch the Arctic Ocean.
Nice. Yeah, this would be a long trip, and I've thought about how to do it logistically with just diesel. I can get roughly 550 miles on one tank of fuel in the 350. So I'd have to figure out how to mount extra diesel tanks on the vehicle with the Lance, and then also how to mount extra tires. So I'd have to build.
We're taking a bunch of glue tread shit.
Okay.
Oh, are we allowed to? Do we swear on this podcast?
Fuck
Jimmy,
no.
Jimmy
No.
said a shit and a fuck earlier.
Good grief.
And I said one just now.
Yeah, so I think that'd be a really cool trip.
I'm down.
So,
Bobcat wouldn't even
Bobcat
need a
too.
tire.
yeah.
Be like, that pony rack? No.
Yeah.
No.
We're just gonna have Bobcat carry our diesel for
There
us.
you go. Totally. Bobcat had like the spring rate on Bobcat is so high we can carry everything.
Exactly. There
Yeah.
you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what time of. I'd have to do some more research on time of year because I hear the bugs are bad. So we'd want to try to do it like when it's colder, but not so cold because
You
Canada-
bathe in
Canada.
bug
Dumpster
spray.
Highway.
For
But
3 weeks.
you get
Well,
no.
You said
The-
minimum of 3 weeks.
No, the dumpster highway part itself is only like 2-3 days tops to do that part.
Oh, okay.
2 to 3 days.
To do the gravel road part.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
That's
that's
what
at
I'm
the
doing.
very top.
What are we
Like-
doing for the rest of the 3
We're
weeks?
driving.
So you're driving to the dumpster
To
highway.
The highway.
dumpster,
It
and
takes
then
3
through
weeks
the
to dry,
dumpster.
or I
Not
guess
dumpster.
a week.
Dempster.
What's the difference?
Oh,
DEM.
Oh,
Yeah.
Demster.
It's not dumpster.
He made it sound like dumpster. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, the
EMP.
dumpster highway. That sounds beautiful.
Sounds
my,
way better
it's my
than the
Boston
Alaskan highway.
accent.
That's why I said
the
X-Chays.
dumpster highway.
Dumpster highway.
No, I mean you got to drive like all the way through Canada to get there.
Canada's not
Canada's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that big.
It's a long ass.
It's like the third largest country in the world or something.
Well, you were
Itty
talking.
bitty.
You want to see stuff, and
Yeah,
besides, we
yeah,
got to
yeah,
go to Portland and.
There's nothing good in
Seattle.
Portland but homeless
Well,
people.
Now that I know
No,
it's
Portland
not
has
a dumpster
great
highway.
beer. I know you don't appreciate beer.
They have great whiskey.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Westward,
Okay.
delicious.
All right.
Bring us back some on your way back.
Yes,
if
please.
you ever
Okay.
make it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our 10-year trip, apparently, our long-term trip.
I
What
like it.
are you guys doing?
Wait, what's yours?
It's not my
It's
turn.
not his turn.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I will say,
Yeah, yeah.
alternatively, I want to go to Australia, but
That's,
would-
that's a
let-
definite
Okay.
possibility in the next 2 to 5 years.
I'd
so,
let Essential 4x4 plan.
Yeah. We'll have to let them and Aussie figure it out.
Oh, well, we'll take this moment to take a break.
This
for
break.
our unofficial
This
wine
is sponsored by
Yeah.
Skinner Winery.
Yeah.
A 2022 Movedra as
is-
it
are
pours
they,
into the glass.
It's really tasty.
Are they still in service?
They are. They sold the tasting room up in Fairplay
Mm.
because I think the guy's kind of semi-retiring, and he moved it to his house in Green Valley, off Green Valley.
Rough and ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not that it's
Which is,
closer.
for those that aren't in California, is really a
It's
name
actually
of
a
a
place.
town.
Yeah, it's an actual name of a town.
It's not like us talking about bend over between the two Chicos.
No,
So it's just
or
by-
the dumpster highway.
Yeah, the dumpster highway.
It's just by rescue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's closer now, but it's not as pretty, but it is a nice property.
On Green Valley Road.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm sad that the thing is. Anyway, so mine is totally not wheeling related at all, but outdoorsy.
Mhm.
A thing that has been on my bucket list, and I'm not even sure why. I saw some travel show as like an early teen, and it's always been on my bucket list to hike Mount Fiji
Yeah.
and Fuji.
Fuji.
Fuji, sorry. Not Fiji.
It's the
Fuji.
Fiji apple.
Yeah. But I want to, yeah. So I want to hike Mount Fuji. And so it's
Just
it's
so we're on the
outdoorsy.
same page. We're talking about Japan, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
I want to go to Japan because I've always wanted to, and I wanted to hike. Don't ask me why.
You
But
just want
I
to see
think-
the Toyota headquarters.
Sure, we can take a little
That's
day trip to that. That would be okay. But it's like a mountain that you can hike, and you don't have to be in like plastic shape. I mean, I would definitely need to be in shape, but you don't have. It's not like climbing Everest or Shasta or something.
At the bottom of the mountain, you can buy a staff, a
Yes.
walking stick. And then there's like little towns or little kiosks all the way up the mountain, and you can pay some yen or whatever their currency is. And then they'll brand it
That's
with
cool.
their little
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
thing.
that.
thing,
That's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
you end up with this entirely branded walking staff,
Huh.
which is 4 or 5 feet, in length. And then you're like, well, shit, how do I get this home?
Yeah.
And so you cut it down, and then you'll end up with half of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just always, I don't know why that stuck with me, but it's like something you do. You can do it in a day. You got to start early, but you can climb,
Mhm.
and there's like stuff along the way.
Yeah.
And then you get to the top, and it's
Then you
just I don't
Head
know.
down.
What about
Good job.
Kilimanjaro,
It hasn't. it's
Where's
not on my
that?
bucket. Okay.
Africa,
Good job.
Mhm.
I'm proud of you guys.
Madagascar, right?
No, it's in the mainland.
Mainland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kilimanjaro is hard, but
Oh, I
it's
thought
the
that was-
tallest peak in Africa. So it's one of the 7 peaks,
Mm-hmm.
which so a lot of people do, but there's to get to the mountain, there's no easy route to get to the mountain. So
Ah.
you're hiking a ways from what I've looked at. You're hiking a ways to get to the mountain, and then
Just to
you've got
start
to
your
start
okay.
the ascent. So it takes there's a little bit of effort into that
My
one.
6th grade teacher did Mount Kilimanjaro,
Yeah.
and I seemingly remember it was a 2-week
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
And the only other thing I remember her talking about is that she said that they would make shapes out of their greasy hair.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I bet.
I did that yesterday.
You know what the tallest mountain in North America is?
Like, wait. I want to guess.
We'll let the ladies go first.
Oh, okay. I have Mount
Mm.
Rainier.
It's my high school name, I believe. Name of my high
Whitney?
school.
Mount Whitney or Mount Rainier.
I don't know. I like one of those. That sounds good.
So Mount Whitney is the tallest in the 48.
Is there a taller one in Alaska then?
Mount Denali is the tallest.
Denali's
in-
higher than Whitney?
Yeah,
I didn't
Denali's
know
like
that.
28,000. Whitney's
Oh,
like
shit.
14.
I didn't realize Denali was that tall.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So Whitney's the tallest in North America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. No, Denali's tallest in North America.
Denali, yes.
Whitney's tallest in the
In 48.
continental.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So I like it. I'd be happy to go back to Japan sometime. Yeah. I think we all have
Sweet.
some fantastic trips.
Yeah,
planned.
seriously.
Yeah.
So I have 2. I have like a pipe dream that will never, ever come true. Actually, both of them
The
are.
moon?
Let's just be honest here.
Going to the
I'd love to go to the moon.
No.
That sounds great.
The first one is
Go wheeling on the moon?
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Yeah, first Toyota
Okay.
on the moon. My first one is the Yungas Road in Bolivia.
Okay.
The Yungas Road is commonly rated the hardest and most deadly road in the world, and it claims 200 to 300 lives on average a year.
Holy crap.
Is it deadly because
It's on an edge of a
drug?
cliff.
Oh, okay.
It's on the edge of a cliff, and it's 1 lane, but it's 2-lane road.
Is it on that show?
Yes,
Is that where you saw it?
it's on that show.
You know what show I'm talking
I do
about.
exactly
Okay.
know what show you're
Jimmy,
talking
you
about.
can do that at Moab.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
yeah, but Moab doesn't
No.
claim as many lives.
We are not doing that.
Yeah. The mini assistant doesn't want me to do it. But yeah, it was on Top Gear. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it was on Top Gear. They're like, yeah, there's multiple videos of people like having to be like leaning off the edge of the road so somebody else can go by.
Can pass.
It's all
Jeez.
just silly stuff. And I've always been like,
I reject that
yeah, I want to
idea.
do it. So the pipe dream that I've always had that it would be a world record. Nobody's ever done it. Guinness Book, like I'd go down in history, would be to drive from North America to Europe. And I think it would be possible
Would you get an amphibious car?
in winter, and you drive up Canada
Yeah.
over to like the
Across
North
the
Pole,
dumpster highway.
Uh-huh.
across the dumpster
Dumpster
highway to the North Pole, and then down into like Russia or
Okay.
somewhere over
Yeah.
there.
So you're never
Pass-
going to be able to do that either.
Past
No.
Sarah Palin's
Never.
house.
Yeah,
And
Sarah
you
Palin's
wave at
gonna
her.
wave at her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not that way. You'd have to go over to like Europe or like Scandinavia. Because I think that Canada connects to the North Pole in that general area. I mean, I guess it could go the other way, but I've never thought about it.
I was thinking over,
I don't think it, like, obviously I'm never ever going to do it, but I think it'd be pretty rad.
You got some.
I have some big dreams, baby.
You do have some big dreams. I thought you were going to say,
but
drive down to like Belize or Central America, buy a Hilux, or sorry, fly down to somewhere, buy a Hilux and drive it back.
That was in my
4-door mid-90s Hilux.
That's in my 7-year plan.
That's what I thought you were going to say. Once mini assistant goes off to college or something like that.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
And doesn't want anything to do with it.
So the mini assistant is going to jump on here at the very end and give us a one of her dreams, which may or may not be a wheeling related one. But so after Tyler, I guess we'll have you hand the mic over to the mini assistant.
So prepare your thoughts and pause your game.
Prepare your thoughts. Yeah, pause Minecraft over there. So in a second.
I have 2 just because I technically have 3, but the 2 of them will go quick. And the 2 of them are because they were supposed to be our honeymoon. That never happened due to COVID.
Yeah.
And so
you had 2 honeymoons?
That's cute.
Well, we were going to go to Iceland.
Okay.
No.
No.
We're in Iceland right now.
Obviously.
That was not the honeymoon we were planning.
What? And then we decided to change it to Nova Scotia because somebody didn't want to travel backwards from going to Germany first.
Okay.
3 honeymoons. 3
So
honeymoons.
3 honeymoons.
We were planning a honeymoon in Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In Tyler's mind, he was also planning Iceland, but that was not.
I was going to Iceland. She was going to Nova Scotia, apparently. No, Iceland. I would absolutely love to get to Iceland at some point. And then Nova Scotia as well. And then my bucket list item, just because I'm like, I really wanted to see the place, is Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
I like got a Machu Picchu trip planned for you.
You do?
Yeah, I got.
First time I've heard about it.
Yeah, the Tias want to go.
Well, let's get them together and go.
Yeah, they're going to be our tour guides. They're going to get us the good tequila. And,
It's fun.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Wear bug spray.
Bug spray. A lot of bug spray.
There's like biting flies who were brutal.
Oh, like Deer Valley? Like Deer Valley?
We
Don't
can't
say that.
go then.
Yeah.
Maybe it just depends on the time of year because I don't remember my dad and my brother have been there and I don't remember them.
We'll ask the Tias when the biting flies go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool. And I didn't have time to do the hike, but I think the hike would be a lot of fun.
So you took the ride up there?
Took from Cusco, I took a train down to the small town that's right below it. I want to say it's like Aguas Calientes or something like that. And then a bus up to the entrance.
Okay.
And we left early enough that we got, even with the bus ride up to the entrance, we were there before they opened.
Oh, wow.
But it was like, they opened at like 9.
Okay.
But the hike, they try to have you summit the mountain at sunrise. So you see the sun rising over
that'd be cool.
Machu Picchu, which is really kind of cool. And then you hike down and then you have some time in the city when nobody else is in there.
Before they open it?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. So Machu Picchu would be my 10-year bucket list, like ultimate bucket list trip, I think.
I'll have to send you my photos because there's nobody in my photos. I photoshopped everybody else out. Everybody goes, how did you get there? And there's like nobody there. And I'm like, that was just a lucky day, But yeah, I spent hours photoshopping
Now you can just
out.
do it on your phone.
Yeah.
I have a really cool picture of Jimmy in Ireland in the stone fort we were at, and I just took the magic eraser and I was like, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
No more people. Yeah.
No more people. It's just Jimmy in the stone fort.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Best photo of the trip.
Mm-hmm. So what's your... Oh, you already did your crazy
the
extreme
deadly
of the
road.
deadly road.
Yeah.
Or drive to
Good
Europe.
Lord. Or
drive to Europe.
do the impossible drive to Europe.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Forgot.
Yeah.
Hold on. Say that again. What was that comment?
I would rather him do the one in Europe than the definitely he will die.
Yeah. Drive to Europe
Have you-
over.
Have you ever tried
high
to drive?
probability of dying and
Or
slightly
high-
lower probability. of
Yeah.
dying.
High probability of dying or higher probability of actually never happening.
Yeah.
No, probability
I go for
of
the
going over a
impossible
cliff
trip.
versus
Yeah.
probability of being detained by.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
How'd
right.
you bring this California vehicle over into Europe? I drove here.
Yeah, I drove.
What? Tracks are amazing.
Yeah.
Give me some Ruby tracks.
Get an amphibious car. I think you could do it. I think it'd be
Maybe.
fun.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Borrow Wild Bill's boat car.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right, mini assistant, you ready for this?
Okay. Okay, so mine doesn't involve wheeling.
What? Give the mic back to Tyler.
Excuse me.
No, you don't have to involve wheeling. We have trips that didn't involve wheeling.
Yeah.
Go ahead, proceed.
Yeah, Daddy.
Yeah.
Dang it. Too much estrogen.
Is it outdoor adventure-esque though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
sorta.
accept.
Okay.
Proceed.
Okay, so I've been wanting to do this even before 2 people in this room betrayed me by going there without me.
Tyler and the secretary went there?
You two. You know what you did.
I don't.
You guys are in the doghouse.
I don't
We're
know
always
what I
in the
did.
dog-
Went
Oh.
to Ireland without
You
me.
did.
No.
I've been wanting to go there so bad. It was on my bucket list for like years.
Really?
And then yeah.
Why?
And then I don't know. I wanted to go
She
to my
wanted to do some Irish stuff, didn't she?
ancestral site. I don't know.
You wanted to drink whiskey?
No.
You want to have Guinness?
No.
Oh,
Ew.
okay.
Ugh. That's funny. You wanted to go look at a bunch of ruins and castles.
And I don't know. It's just a cool place in general. It's so green. It's so, I don't know.
Do you think you could understand them? They speak a different language, you know.
Oh, yeah.
They speak
mostly.
leprechaun.
He's got a big old eye roll for
Yeah,
that one.
so many eye rolls. I just want to, for the listeners.
yeah.
All right.
there's a
Well,
lot
Better
of
be
eye rolls.
counting how
Let's put
many.
it this way. I'm not
Mhm.
opposed to going back.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we had a great time. There's also all of North Ireland, which we have never
Mhm,
gone
we
to.
did not touch
Mm.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means I'm going to be the first one there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take the Devil's
I'll go
Causeway.
there without you. Ha.
Mini
Maybe.
assistant.
Mm.
Where would you like to go, like on the West Coast for a trip? Like, are you interested in like Grand Canyon or
That would be kind of cool.
San Diego? You want a beach trip or
Yeah, San Diego. San Diego sounds pretty cool.
Marine World.
Yeah.
Legoland?
Legoland. It's not Marine World anymore?
No.
Yeah, it is not.
What is it?
Discovery Kingdom. Six Flags Discovery Kingdom.
Get with
Bruh,
the program.
Did you not
Sorry.
know that?
I haven't
Hasn't
been
been
there.
Marine World since we were like 14 or something.
Honestly.
That was probably the last time I was there.
Probably.
Is Shamu still alive?
And Shamu was never there.
Oh.
Not where Shamu was from.
Yeah, it was from the ocean.
Correct. All right. So back to this one over here.
Okay.
Thank
Were you listening in the other room to the things we were saying?
Slightly.
Okay. Did any of them sound intriguing to you?
No.
Yosemite was brought up.
Sounds cool.
Yellowstone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon and Zion National Park. Mojave Desert.
Ugh.
Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go eat some sushi? Yeah.
I'd make you climb a mountain though.
I'd make you speak Japanese.
Wait until I finish Spanish, buddy.
Okay.
Take a step back.
Does Duolingo have Japanese?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
Oh
does.
yeah, it's got like Hawaiian and all of the like rare ones and everything.
What about Hawaii?
I do want Hawaii.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that's what you're going to say.
I
She's
really
been
did think
hounding
that
us
was
to go
what
to
you were going
Hawaii.
to say.
Yeah, but
What a deprived child she is because she's never been to Hawaii.
I haven't been to Hawaii either.
And I was like, I was
Tyler,
38
too?
the first time I went to Hawaii. And
Totally
I've only been
deprived.
one time. So
I don't really have a lot of interesting. I'd rather go to Alaska than Hawaii for sure. Like,
I don't like being
1,000%.
cold.
I like being cold.
But you like being warm on a beach too.
Yeah.
She's a water baby.
I'm
She
a
likes
water
the water.
child. Hey,
Yeah.
don't call me baby.
Well,
Oh,
Mm.
oh.
when you were a
You're
baby,
a
I
water
floated you
preteen.
around in the water a lot.
She doesn't sleep in the crib anymore, like
Mhm.
Baby Reed in his corner.
I don't know. We can put those walls back up on your bed if you want.
Yeah. Put the bumpers
Excuse
on.
me?
Yeah.
Little toddler rail back on that thing.
Okay.
Mm.
So, did you have any other dream trips besides Ireland? Something that we can't ruin, or we could?
Oh, we can ruin anything, babe.
Yeah.
Come
Hey.
on. We're parents.
You're right about that.
Mini assistant with your theatrical background. I'm thinking
Yeah. What about New York?
London. Oh, I was thinking.
the
I was
Globe
thinking
Theater
Shakespeare.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
London.
Or
Broadway.
even
Ooh,
Italy,
yes,
right?
Broadway.
Didn't
Oh, we'll be going to Italy.
didn't the Romans do some good?
Yeah, murders,
Yeah.
gladiators.
Mhm.
We can go see the Colosseum,
That would be kind of cool.
whatever it is. Pantheon or Parthenon. I always get those two mixed up.
Parthenon.
Partheons in Italy and Pantheons in Greece. Okay, yeah. See, told you. I don't know which one's which.
I wanted to climb Mount Fuji Apple. Or wait, shoot, Mount Fiji. Now I'm messing up my mess up. I'll
Yeah.
just drink more wine.
There you
Fine.
go.
I don't know if that's never mind.
No, we'll go see my Italian family some point.
I
for
just
sure.
want to go there to eat all the bruschetta.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you like the way she said that?
I
You trained her
loved
well.
it. I loved it. You and I will go eat.
What did we
Bruschetta
we
together.
plant in our garden over summer?
Roma tomatoes.
Yes.
What else? Anything else? Yep.
And what do squirrels really like? They
Yeah,
also
we,
like
we
bread.
did plant bread, Tyler. Yes.
It didn't grow for some
Yeah,
reason.
for some
Really
reason.
weird.
I
No, what is your
wonder
favorite
why.
thing? Right? Is it?
How's Tyler even handling this? Not having a mic right now. Okay, he has wine. I'm shocked.
Did you grow some
We grew-
garlic?
Garlic's more of a winterish
Oh,
fall winter crop,
I know.
But his mom grows
my
garlic.
mom
I'm
has
too lazy.
a-
I can't with garlic. I just like to open the jar and go.
I was just
scoop,
thinking
plop.
of
can't.
ingredients to make some good bruschetta.
Yeah. We did. Pretty much we did basil and the Roma tomatoes. And then we would put the olive oil and salt and pepper. And then we would do the cheese, mozzarella.
toasted bread. And then the
toasted
last
bread
time
and
we did it
mozzarella.
though, we got the fresh mozzarella, like the
'Cause-
So
the
good.
pearls.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause my opinion, and which maybe is not the way you do bruschetta, but it's the
Whatever.
Italian flag is red, white, and green, and the ingredients to bruschetta is tomatoes, cheese, and basil.
Well,
And
cheese
that's-
just makes everything better.
that's it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
Cheese makes
did you enjoy food from our garden on the table,
Yes.
especially the bruschetta?
Yes.
What about all the pickles Mom made out of the cucumbers? Not so
She
much.
won't try
Tyler will eat those.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. Anything else you want to add here near the end of the podcast? Don't do what Jimmy does. You're not as cool as he is.
Don't do what Jimmy does because sometimes they are bad ideas.
Perfect.
I like it.
Need to make that a soundbite.
Yeah, I need to make that a shirt. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. It
Mhm.
was good to hear your voice.
Yeah, glad to be part of it. But
Yeah.
seriously, don't listen to him.
But do listen to him. Listen, like, and subscribe. Leave a review and tell your friends.
Yes. All the good things. Yeah. Tyler didn't know what hand to use to speak into the mic. He's trying to talk into his wine glass.
Yeah. All right, so that does it. We got a lot of really good a lot of really cool trip ideas. We also have a fun voicemail. So if you guys have any of what are your bucket list trips out there, call in, leave us a message about your bucket list trips. We'd love to hear about them and love to chat about them. We'd love to get some ideas and then go on your trips. So steal your bucket list trips from you. That number is 916-345-4744. And there's lots of ways to get a hold of us. You guys know how those work. So, Jimmy, final words to close everything out.
I think I'm going to go a little philosophic here, if that's even a word. But
Philosophical.
Philosophical.
Mhm.
I think you can really turn any road trip into a fantastic road trip as long as you're traveling with family or friends. And, you can stop off at random places, have random adventures, and that's what makes the memories, and that's what really makes a fun road trip.
I agree. I'm gonna piggyback on that and just say that's happened multiple times. I really like the road trips that we've been on, random road trips, especially the one we did out to Utah, out to Moab, with the tiny trailer. That was a really fun trip.
I thought we were supposed to do a one-word ending. When did it become
they're
a dozen
never
word?
They're always a dozen words now.
Because I
It's
had my
always
word.
a short thing.
It's a short
no,
thing.
it was
like
definitely
Jimmy.
like it used to be like a one word, and now apparently it's a dozen words.
You
It's just
have
last-
as many
it's-
words as you
it's
want.
final
Last words.
thoughts.
Yep.
Final thought.
And most of the time, you're not supposed to respond. So
Yeah.
Oh, It's the
Secretary, do you want to give us a word?
Dempster Highway.
Dumpster highway.
The dumpster highway.
That's your final words.
That's my Boston accent.
The dumpster
Assistant.
highway. Adventure.
See, she's
And with that, my friends, keep crawling.
I got one for you.
Oh, okay. Well, you already said one earlier.
I know, but I wasn't on the recording.
Okay, fair.
So this one's for the mini assistant over there in the corner.
She looks so happy about it.
Do you know why the pony needed a glass of water?
Because he was a little horse.
She got it. You got it.
She's leaving.
She's leaving.
Leaving.
All done.
Out of here.